Good afternoon, and welcome to Convocation. Please remain standing and welcome Drastic Measures to sing the national anthem.
One, two, three, one.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Drastic Measures. That was phenomenal. You're all welcome to take your seats. All right, greetings. My name is Vitaliano Figueroa, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Vice President for Student Life. It is my pleasure to welcome President Williams, Provost Everett, Platform Party, academic deans, faculty, university administrators, staff, marshals, orientation advisors, and student leader volunteers. I also have the honor of welcoming parents and family members and all of the first year and transfer students who make up the entire class. We gather here for our convocation exercises, and I'm excited to celebrate this amazing milestone together. For both family members and students, today may bring a powerful mix of emotions, of pride, happiness, and excitement. They may sit alongside anxiety about the transition to university life, new academic challenges, new friendships, and time apart from loved ones. Please know that you will build community here, and our faculty and our staff are here to support you and to help you thrive. Throughout this transition, you will be joined by dedicated faculty and staff and student leaders who are committed to mentoring and assisting you. Do not hesitate to reach out, ask questions, seek guidance, and please share a lot of suggestions. Everyone is here for you. Some of you may be wondering, what makes this ceremony so special? How long will it last? And why the faculty, marshals, and platform party are wearing long robes on a late summer day? History tells us that the term convocation dates back to the 14th century. It was first used to describe important religious gatherings and was later adopted by universities for academic ceremonies, marking significant beginnings, including the start of the school year. At Roger Williams University, convocation begins with the entering class processing together in hawk and blazoned shirts and continues with messages from the university community who formally welcome you into our learning community. It concludes with the new class reciting the pledge of academic integrity together. This ceremony is brief, but its purpose is lasting. It marks the moment when you begin to see yourselves not only as individual students, but as members of a shared academic community. Learning is central to everything we do as a university. As we learn together, we also build community and care for one another. That requires patience, humility, and honesty, especially during challenging times. Being a community member means acting with intention. When a peer struggles with life challenges, loss, injustice, or bias, we do not stand by. We reach out, lift them up, and offer empathy, intervention, and support. The call to community asks all of us to listen, seek understanding, welcome diversity and identity, and respect the dignity of each individual and their experiences, even when we disagree about politics, principles, or world events. Commit to becoming the best version of yourself by learning and growing as a scholar and as a person. Take part in research, study abroad, and connect with people whose backgrounds and experiences differ from your own. Broadening your horizons will deepen your learning, create lifelong friendships, and give you memories you will carry well beyond your time at Roger Williams. At Roger Williams University, you have the opportunity to be extraordinary. You can make a difference in this community, leave your mark, and begin building a legacy that reflects who you are and what you value. 4 years will move quickly, so make every moment count. We know you had many choices for your college journey, and I want to thank you for choosing Roger Williams University. You have made a wonderful decision, and we're proud to welcome you into the RW community. You and your classmates are our future, and this is now your university. Bring forward your ideas for strengthening academic and campus life. Volunteer to improve what already exists and to help create what is actually missing. As you do, know that a strong support system is here for you. And now, through our thoughtful speakers today, Roger Williams University will formally welcome you and your family members into the RW community. As we gather to mark this important moment in our academic year, we welcome a new tradition, this year of an antiphon, a short piece of text traditionally spoken or sung in response to another voice. At its heart, an antiphon is about voices coming together to create dialogue, reflection, and community. Today's antiphon is especially meaningful because every word was written by you, the class of 2030. It represents your collective voice as you begin this new chapter and become part of the Roger Williams University community. Sharing your words today are two members of your class. Arden Hall from Gloucester, Massachusetts, who's studying marine biology, and Eiley Olafson from Hampton Falls, New Hampshire, studying elementary education. As you listen, please consider how your individual voices, experiences, and perspectives will come together to shape the community you are now building. Please welcome Arden and Eiley as they present the class of 2030 antiphon.
As a university committed to educating the whole person, Roger Williams University invites us to discover not only what we know, but who we are, what we value, and what we can contribute to the community around us.
As we begin this new chapter together, we invite you to consider these questions. Who am I? What do I want to become? And what do I want to be for others?
So let us begin this convocation by asking the first question. Who are we?
We represent 31 U.S. states and 10 different countries, including Canada, Dominican Republic, Greece, India, and Turkey.
25% of us are first-generation college students, and almost 20% are athletic recruits.
We are athletes, artists, musicians, scientists, leaders, entrepreneurs, writers, performers, creators, and community builders.
We bring years of experience on fields, courts, tracks, stages, in studios, classrooms, laboratories, and communities.
We are soccer players, hockey players, lacrosse players, softball and baseball players, runners, golfers, tennis players, sailors, skiers, dancers, cheerleaders, equestrians, martial arts, and more.
Some of us have competed at the highest levels of our high schools. Others are excited simply to try something new.
One of us brings years of volleyball and track experience, leadership on student athlete council, and passion for art, and musical talents on the viola and guitar.
Another brings a love of soccer, pickleball, fishing, and the excitement of meeting new people.
Another brings a second-degree black belt in hopes of joining the ski club, playing intramural sports, and eventually taking on a leadership role.
We bring creativity.
We paint, draw, photograph, design, sew, crochet, bake, build, write, act, dance, sing, play instruments, and make films.
One of our classmates brings photography, drawing, painting, theater, cooking, Model UN, and leadership.
Another brings 15 years of dance, a passion for ceramics and painting, and a love of the ocean.
Another says, I like to make music that tells a story.
We bring guitar, drums, trumpet, singing, choir, jazz, theater, stage crew, and a love of performance.
And we hope not only to participate, but to create something new.
One of us hopes to start an Irish dance club.
Another hopes to create a radio show by joining WQRI on campus.
We look forward to creating clubs that meet our different interests.
We also plan to join the jazz ensemble or the community of students interested in neurodiversity.
We bring our stories.
We bring different cultures, backgrounds, languages, traditions, families, and experiences.
We bring the places we called home and the people who have helped us become who we are.
One of us speaks 3 languages and hopes to use those languages to help others.
Another brings a cultural perspective and a desire to make an impact through the arts and diversity.
We bring curiosity.
We bring a passion for the ocean, marine life, animals, agriculture, sustainability, and the natural world.
One of us has spent years caring for fish and aquatic life and hopes to bring that experience to the wet labs.
Another has worked on a farm caring for animals and plants and hopes to connect those experiences to biodiversity, nature, and the RWU community.
We bring knowledge.
We bring academic achievement, intellectual curiosity, communication skills, problem-solving skills, and a passion for architecture, criminology, psychology, business, graphic design, marine biology, history, the arts, and so much more.
One of us describes their gifts simply: hard work, determined, intelligent.
Another brings a passion for learning and hopes to use that curiosity in the classroom and beyond.
We bring leadership.
We have been team captains, student government leaders, club presidents, coaches, volunteers, mentors, and organizers.
We bring experience leading others, but also the willingness to be part of something bigger than ourselves.
We bring kindness.
We bring friendliness, compassion, encouragement, humor, enthusiasm, and the ability to make other people feel welcome.
One of us describes our gifts as happiness, friendship, kindness.
Another brings kindness, leadership, hard work.
Another offers a simple reminder: be welcoming to anyone.
We bring the desire to build community.
We want to meet others, make friends, talk to people we do not know yet, and find our place at Roger Williams.
One of us says, I'm excited to meet new people.
Another wants to get to know more people and step out of my comfort zone.
Another hopes to make strong connections and make people feel included and loved.
Another plans to say hello to everyone they pass by.
We bring a willingness to serve.
We have volunteered, coached, mentored, advocated, cared for animals, supported children, and found ways to help others.
One of us says, I want to help people when they need it.
Another wants to use their gifts to make people feel included and loved.
We intend to get involved.
We will join clubs and organizations, play sports, attend games and events, participate in the arts, pursue internships and research, find campus employment, study abroad, connect with professors, and discover communities that challenge us, support us, and help us grow.
And we will step outside our comfort zones.
Community starts with the connections we choose to make, with classmates, faculty, staff, and people whose experiences may be different from our own.
One of us plans to join as many clubs as possible.
Another hopes to join clubs related to their major, make new connections in people at RWU.
And some of us will create opportunities for others to become involved.
We will not all find a community in the same place.
Some will find it on a field or court.
Some will find it in a laboratory or classroom.
Some will find it on a stage, in a studio, or behind a camera.
Some will find it in a club, organization, residence hall, or a conversation with someone they have just met.
Some will find it through service, faith, friendship, scholarship, or simply being there for another person.
We will care for one another.
We will notice when someone needs encouragement, support, or simply someone willing to listen.
Each of us should know that we matter here, that we are seen, that our contributions have value, and that this community is different because we are part of it.
One of our classmates says, I want to bring creativity and color to RWU.
Another hopes to become an active and known member throughout the Roger community.
Another wants to find a sense of purpose and a place where they belong.
And another reminds us that sometimes the greatest gift we can bring is simply being kind and talking to everyone.
The class of 2030, you have already shown us that you have much to give.
You bring your talents, your passions, your experiences, and your hopes.
You bring your willingness to try, to lead, to listen, and to learn.
And you bring the possibility of becoming something that none of us can fully imagine.
We are excited to discover what you will create,
Whom you will inspire,
the friendships you will build,
the communities you will strengthen.
and the difference you will make.
We are excited to learn not only who you are today,
But who you will become.
Welcome
class of 2030.
Arden and Eiley, thank you so much for using your voices to share the collective voice for the class of 2030. Can we give them another round of applause? We are indeed excited to have you all in this community. It is now my pleasure to invite our interim university president, Dr. Brian Williams, to offer a few words of welcome to the class of 2030. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Williams.
How you doing, class of 2030? Good? There are certain days in your life that can feel really important, and there are certain days that you don't realize they're important until later. And today, I'm sure, is a mix of both of those things for all of you. We're really excited you're here. We're proud you're here. And for some of you, the reality of starting a college education may have hit when you were accepted, may have hit when you loaded a car a couple days ago, may hit when you're looking at caps and gowns and robes that you thought would be happening 4 years from now, but are happening at the start of your academic career. We hope today for all of you is a day of pride, proud of what you've accomplished to get to this point, proud for what you're gonna do in the time that you're with us, and we're excited for what that can do. Dr. Figueroa talked about this idea of convocation and a calling together of all of you as this class of 2030. We are calling you not just to the Roger Williams community, but to the academic community, with classes starting soon, your residence communities, and the calling to the responsibility, opportunities, and relationships that come with being a member of the Roger Williams student body here. You may not realize it, but there are very few occasions where we have a class assembly or call you all together as a group. And in reality, it's today and it's graduation. You'll also have bagpipes in person at graduation versus the recording. But we mark these moments, the beginning and end for you, so that you know that everything that happens between them really matters. Today is about starting your college career, and graduation is the starting of your professional career and how you leave Roger Williams and make your impact in the world around you. And so what happens between those two moments is what you pause today and think and reflect about. So this is different than orientation. At orientation, I spoke to a lot of you, and we talked about orientation as a compass and a map. We oriented you to the campus, where to find things, how to navigate. Convocation is a time to reflect on what you want to do with your time here. All of us have 168 hours in a week. As you build your fall schedules and make any last-minute adjustments to your class schedule, in general, your 5 classes of your fall semester are going to take about 15 hours of time in the classroom. In high school, you've done that by midday on Tuesday. The difference you are all going to experience in your college education is the freedom of time and how to structure that time that is handed to you. And that choice of how you design and how you use those hours is what will make your time at Roger Williams the maximum that it can be. And that's what we all on the stage hope for all of you. So that freedom and how you learn to manage your time is what turns time into moments and moments into memories of your time at the university. It's the choice to leave a door open in your residence hall or not. The choice to ask a couple students in your class to form a study group and stay after. The choice to visit a faculty member during office hours. Those moments can turn into a connection for summer research, an undergraduate internship connection that's made, the friends outside of your floor mates that will become your friends for a lifetime as you move on from Roger Williams. So those moments are up to all of you. We create this environment for all these things to happen, and we're excited for how you will navigate them. My own personal moment, I'll share one of them, was at summer orientation when I started at college. Before I even stepped foot on the campus, I walked into the admissions office. I knew I wanted a job on campus, and I asked to be a tour guide. And the admissions staff looked at me puzzled and said, "You're not even here yet. How can you represent this place and give a tour?" And I told them that between my brother the year before me and my own college search, I just toured 35 campus tours, and I could tell them a good one and a bad one. And the assistant director of admissions said, "Why don't you come back to my office and let's talk a little bit more?" And that moment for me turned into becoming someone that wanted to work on a college campus for the rest of my life. I could have easily said, "I'll wait for the job fair. I'll wait until I'm here in the fall to find a job." But that nudge, that chance that I took, each day you're gonna have those moments in your Roger Williams career. So think about those moments, and sometimes you don't realize they're happening until they're in the rearview mirror for you. But we're excited for how those will come together. The first 6 weeks of the semester that you are in now, this is a time when patterns begin. Just like a New Year's resolution or starting to go to a gym and the first workout is hard, trust new habits forming at Roger Williams. Whether you feel it's too easy or too hard, or there aren't a lot of things to do, give that period of time talking to other people, meeting other people, and you'll find those moments that can work for you in your time here and for those things to stick. So whether you let one hard moment define your whole story or just define that moment in time, don't confuse a hard first week with making a wrong college choice. Don't confuse being uncomfortable with not belonging here, because all of you do. You have proven yourself in that so far. And I want you to know that this process of trial and error and how you spend your time in discovery is a skill of your first year, your second year, your third year, your career path that you are on. So use this time, because you have many opportunities in your life to use these times to start anew, and we're excited for all those things that you will bring to us. So Thank you for the Intifon that we just heard. You're bringing amazing stories and talents to this campus. We're excited to see how you contribute in the time here. And thank you for sharing your stories and what you will do in the years ahead. And welcome to Roger Williams.
Thank you, President Williams. I would now like to request Dr. Margaret Everett, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, to provide a few words of welcome to the newest members of our academic community.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. And from me, welcome to Roger Williams University. I've got just a little more unsolicited advice for you, but I promise I'll keep it brief. It is really wonderful to see all of you here, our entering class and our new transfer students at the beginning of your time at RWU. I want to talk to you for just a few minutes about something that admittedly doesn't sound particularly exciting, and that's general education. Yeah, I know, it's not a great name. At many colleges, general education can sound like a list of requirements to check off on the way to your major. I want to encourage you from the very beginning not to think about it that way. At RWU, the core is really at the heart of your education. Your major will give you depth, the core will give you breadth, and just as importantly, gives you permission to explore. One of its best features of our general education program, which our faculty have worked so hard to design, is how much choice you have. Use it. Take a course in something you know absolutely nothing about. Try something you aren't sure you'll be good at. Read something that challenges what you think you know. Learn about people, places, ideas, and ways of seeing the world that are unfamiliar to you. You might discover a minor or even a major that you didn't know exist or didn't think would be for you, or it might simply be your one chance to study poetry, art, anthropology, that's my discipline, philosophy, history, or political science. Not everything you learn in college has to become part of your resume. Some things are worth learning just because they make the world more interesting. Some help you understand other people, and some help you understand yourself. We do care a great deal about preparing you for careers. You'll learn by doing here through internships, research, study abroad, community-engaged work, and experiences inside and outside the classroom. But the world you will enter after college will change in ways that none of us can fully predict. So part of your preparation is learning how to think when there isn't an obvious answer, how to communicate, how to listen, how to change your mind when the evidence tells you that you should, how to adapt when the path you expected to follow changes. And perhaps most importantly, college gives you time to think about questions that you don't have easy answers to. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke once advised a young man to, quote, live the questions. I think that's pretty good advice at the beginning of college. What matters to you? What are you curious about? What are you good at? And what would you like to become better at? What responsibilities do you have to other people? What kinds of work is meaningful to you? What kind of person do you want to become? You do not need to know the answers today. In fact, I hope some of your answers change while you're here. For now, live the questions. One of my favorite poems, you can tell I like poetry. One of my favorite poems, Mary Oliver's The Summer's Day, ends with a question. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? That's a pretty big question to hand someone at the beginning of college. The good news is that no one expects you to answer it today. You have time. Over the next 4 years, explore, be curious, take some intellectual risks, meet people who surprise you, change your mind about something, Find subjects you didn't know you cared about. And don't be in too much of a hurry to have yourself completely figured out. That's part of what you're here to do. Welcome to Roger Williams University. I wish you a wonderful beginning.
Thank you. Student Body President Henry Saravo, a member of the class of 2028, is from Greenville, Rhode Island. He is a political science major with a minor in writing. If you have the opportunity to speak to Henry, you will quickly notice his genuine passion and interest in connecting with others. He brings that same passion to the Roger Williams University community, working to help our campus thrive and create a strong sense of belonging and community. Please welcome Henry.
Good afternoon, class of 2030. It's a great day to be a Hawk. As Vitaliano said, my name is Henry Saravo. I'm a member of the class of 2028, but I'll be graduating in May with the class of 2027. I'm a political science major with a minor in writing, and like many of you, I'm a lifelong Rhode Islander. I'm proudest to tell you, though, that I am your student body president. I wanted to start this speech off by telling you that I remember sitting where you are now, but I can't, because unfortunately my convocation was out on the baseball field with no tent. I remember being so hot and so nervous for what was to come. Would I make any friends? Would I do well in my classes? Would I find my place? The answer is yes. Yes, I did, and yes, you will, because you are now students at Roger Williams University. And while you are here, between our dedicated faculty, awesome staff, and even many of your peers, you will find it nearly impossible to not have every resource you need to succeed. The only way you won't is if you try not to. And I want to tell you a story about not trying. It was my 18th birthday. I just moved into my dorm in Stonewall 4. I said goodbye to my mom and dad, and I started to get to know my suite mates. After spending my 18th birthday moving in, I wanted to do nothing but veg. So you'll have to imagine the look on my face when my roommate said, "Do you want to go to the food trucks tonight?" Absolutely not, I said. I rattled off 101 excuses as to why I didn't want to go. So he said okay, and he and a couple of the other guys I lived with went off on their way. I sat on my twin XL, stressing about what my college life would be, rather than living it. And despite that, after about 30 minutes later, I got a knock at my door. It was my suite mate, Jordan. He asked, "Henry, are you ready to go to the food trucks?" And despite my stress, I still said no. But Jordan grabbed me by the arm and insisted I come. I must have tried to chicken out 3 times in the 10-foot walk between my suite door and the exit from my room. But Jordan understood that I wanted to put myself out there. I just wasn't brave enough. But I'm so glad Jordan did what he did, because that night at the food trucks, I met the love of my life, Student Senate. I'm only kind of kidding, because that night was my first introduction to the Student Senate, and it was the night I decided I wanted to get involved here. But it is also true, they say, that 1 in 3 people will meet the love of their life at college. So maybe you will find your person during the next few weeks of welcome, maybe in the classroom, or at that club you want to join. You never know what is waiting for you here at RWU. I certainly didn't know that going to the food trucks on that first night would put me here before you. So I'm asking on behalf of your future selves, go out, meet new people, try new things, because you never know what or who is waiting for you. Now, I know your food truck social was the other night, so maybe that's not helpful advice. But don't worry. There will be plenty of other opportunities for you to get involved if you, like me, didn't want to go. Some of those opportunities you cannot avoid, like the classroom. My first year, I enrolled in Writing 102 for a couple of reasons. I liked writing, I was told I was pretty good at it, and it was a prerequisite to graduate. So, during that course with Professor Reynolds, my perspective on the subject changed. Professor Reynolds used a labor-based approach, which meant she graded how many revisions we did. Did we go to the tutoring center? Did we offer feedback to our peers? Among other criteria. It was all about the process. Professor Reynolds wanted me to succeed like all of your professors will want from you. So after some time talking with her, I declared a minor in writing. For the first time in my academic career, I learned the value of the academic journey versus just fulfilling the criteria of an assignment. In 4 years from now, you will be grown, changed, intellectual individuals. Never lose sight of that. But have fun getting there. Value the journey. Join clubs and use all of the resources that come with it, like an advisor or a boss if you work on campus. The former mock trial advisor, Professor Richard Rose, offered me incredible feedback as I looked towards law school. And since joining the Student Senate, I have been fortunate to have Adrienne Harris as my advisor, whether it be as a general senator, Sustainability Council chair, clubs and organizations committee chair, vice president for 6 days, or now as student body president. Adrienne has been more than just an advisor in all things Senate. She has been my sounding board, the person I vent to, laugh with, and go to for everything. And like I said at the start, it will be nearly impossible for you to not find your Adrienne. For a lucky few of you, your Adrienne will be Adrienne. The only way you won't is if you try not to. So I intended to end this speech by telling you to be like Henry, be like me, go out there, take on leadership roles, and stand where I am today. But I can't end that way, because I tried not to. I tried to sit in my dorm. So, over the next few days, weeks, and months, be like Jordan. Go out, meet people, get involved, but be brave enough for two. You will be shocked to learn that a little bit of kindness and a little bit of courage can go a very long way. So my challenge to you is to see how far you can take it. Welcome to Roger Williams, class of 2030. Welcome home.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Paul Webb, Professor of Biology and recipient of the 2026 RWU Excellence in Teaching Award. Dr. Webb has been a valued member of the Roger Williams University community for 25 years. He is a respected colleague, and students describe his classes as dynamic, engaging, and motivating. Dr. Webb will now lead the entering class in the Pledge of Academic Integrity. The pledge can be found in your program.
All right, welcome. Nobody told me that we were doing the blue t-shirt thing, so I feel a little overdressed here, but we'll do it. So I have the privilege of administering the Pledge of Academic Integrity to our new students. The pledge embodies a set of ideals driving this institution and its mission to advance intellectual exchange of ideas and critical thinking and to foster respectful and thoughtful civil discourse. By embracing it, you commit yourselves to pursue academic achievement of the highest standard of which you are able. Its goal is that we shall be collegial in the best sense of the word, a community of scholars working in an atmosphere of honesty and integrity. The faculty of Roger Williams University consider the academic pledge the foundation of trust that makes this community of learning possible. When you take the pledge, you will be welcomed into this academic community, but you must be aware that violation of the pledge will bring serious consequences. Dun, dun, dun. You shall pledge yourselves to personal integrity. You pledge to take responsibility for your actions and decisions. You pledge you are interested in acquiring knowledge on your own and for its own sake. Finally, you pledge that you seek to forge a bond with your professors and with your fellow students based on trust and a common pursuit of knowledge. I now invite our new students to stand if they are able. Okay, I ask you to locate the Pledge of Academic Integrity on your program. Faculty and officers of the university, please stand to witness our student pledge. Okay. New students, repeat after me. We, the undergraduate students of Roger Williams University, commit ourselves to academic integrity. We promise to pursue the highest ideals of academic life, to challenge ourselves with the most rigorous standards, to be honest in every academic endeavor, to conduct ourselves responsibly and honorably, and to assist one another as we live and work together in mutual support. Thank you. I wish you the best of luck in the coming academic term.
You may be seated. Thank you, Dr. Webb, and congratulations to our entering class. Just this past May, we celebrated commencement for the class of 2026, an impressive group of students highly involved in purposeful learning, campus and community engagement, leadership, and athletics. Today, you begin your own path to that moment. You will be the next students to take your place on campus, shape this community, and establish your own legacy. Your first day of classes is set for Wednesday, and by the end of this week, you'll have a deeper sense of why you're here, what faculty expect of you, who is here to help you, and why every student matters. Families, we thank those of you who are online to witness this convocation. We enthusiastically invite parents and family members back to campus October 16th through the 18th for Homecoming and Family Weekend, where you will enjoy a full array of special programs. Look for registration information sent out through the family listserv and the family Facebook page. Students, in the meantime, please return your folks' text messages with more than a one-letter response. A little communication can reduce their anxiety and help them feel connected to what is happening in your life on campus. As you officially become RWU Hawks, we will guide and support you on your academic journey full of learning, friendships, and personal development. Please remain standing and at your seats as we prepare the recessional. The platform party will leave first, with President Williams and Provost Everett leading the group, followed by the faculty. Marshals will then guide the entering class to exit. The 2026 convocation exercises for the entering class are now concluded. Stay well and welcome home, Hawks.